approaching the lower checkpoint. Hoping there'll be some protesters or something out here. There was nobody except for myself up higher, as far as I could tell. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me? That's okay.
Ja, das ist wirklich aus erster Hand. Die macht das Naturwahl, Ende von dem Sommer seit November, ein privater Sicherheitsdienst rund um sich und ihre Kinder, der sich gewaschen hat und auch um ihre Freunde, die finanziert ja nicht nur ihre Kinder und ihre Dings, sondern alle Leute, die auch rund um sie sind. Und die hat vor mit die letzte Tour schon, ja, die hat, wo sie halt in den abgewohnt, da sieht man überall das Kreuze und eröffnet wird überhaupt, da hat sie aber da hat sie
Just caught a ride with these guys. I'm told they're letting people up near the hotel. I don't know if that means by the gate or up actually at the hotel. Oh. Looks like we're up here by the gate. So a little protest zone they're setting up. It saved me a lot of walking. This is the so-called police chief. My audio was not working, but I told him I was from the United States, and he went on and on about how when he graduated from his academy that they liaison with the FBI, and Austria and the FBI are best buddies. He was really excited about that. I don't know if he was trying to intimidate me or not, but he really didn't answer any of my other questions about Bilderberg. So, here with Dan Dix for Press for Truth. How did it feel the other day to be inside the Bilderberg meeting and see that conference room?
It felt incredible. I've always wanted to see what the inside of the conference room would look like once it's all set up and ready for the delegates to arrive. And it will forever be etched and burned into my mind, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the room. And you just knew it was because of the setup. Everything in black chairs, the kind of half-C bleacher formation like a university classroom, with the biggest flat screen television set I've ever seen at the front of the thing, microphones at individual chairs, and I was excited to see it, you know. Too bad, I think journalists since 1954 have probably dreamed of being a fly on the wall in a room like that, and we actually got the opportunity to see the inside, so I'm grateful for it.
And how relieved were you when you finally made it out of there not in handcuffs?
Well, I'll tell you, there was a moment in there the next day when it was so eerily quiet. We knew something was not right. We were just standing outside on the balcony, and you would hear a bird, you know, and it was just like very, very quiet. We knew something's not right. So we walked around. That's when we went on a little bit of a nature hike, and they interrogated us quite a bit, tried to poke holes in our story, like as if we were lying. But that was really the gist of it, and yeah, essentially we did leave not in handcuffs. Could have been worse, you know. We left last year in handcuffs, so yeah, it wasn't. It was good that we didn't get arrested and we were allowed to just leave. And in fact, it wasn't just allowed to leave. They gave us everything for free. They said no charge for the room, no charge for the food, no charge for any of the drinks. In fact, clean out the bar. You know, your trip is on the Bilderberg group.
All right, thanks a lot. No problem. That was 2 questions, but...
Yeah, no worries.
I was going to ask you about what's been going on this year at the Bilderberg meetings. I really haven't heard a whole lot about some of the inside tips or who's here and what they're up to.
Well, what's interesting, I've taken a networking approach, and one of the most recent articles in AFP, Bilderberg Baird, which is there along with other Bilderberg news at AmericanFreePress.net, And I'm looking at the Bilderberg network because Bilderberg is a hub of activity, a planning and coordination conference that other think tanks and organizations feed into as spokes or conduits. That's really how it works. And people that are here include this guy, Klaus Kleinfeld of Alcoa, the metals giant. And Klaus Kleinfeld, for example, is involved in the Business Roundtable, which is a Bilderberg-linked business lobby that right now, as we speak, is pushing the remaining House members to vote for fast-track authority for Barack Obama to pursue the transatlantic and trans-Pacific partnerships. So this is the way the networking works. And you also have people like Robert Rubin of the CFR who's here, a co-chairman, former Goldman Sachs, former U.S. Treasury Secretary. He's here this year as well. And Kleinfeld is on the steering committee now of Bilderberg. Now what's interesting is 3 presidential candidates for the U.S., Marco Rubio, Florida Senator, the warmonger Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, another Republican, and Democrat Hillary Clinton, all 3 have been vetted by the CFR that Rubin represents at Bilderberg. So the networking is very interesting, and in fact, one of the topics for Bilderberg this year is USA elections. So we see a little bit of where this is headed, although their list is not precise by any means. It's very general and vague. And of course, their list is never going to be exactly what they present. What they're really talking about is going to go beyond that list. But one other thing I'll mention is with 15 items, this is the longest topics list they've ever had that I've seen.
All right, thank you so much.